Hey folks, this is Wistful Dale Hill, and today there's something I want to talk about and feel like I need to discuss and really get off my chest. I know I haven't been uploading in the past couple of weeks, and I know I haven't been gaming too much in terms of Spider Man, which I will get to at some point eventually. It's just that lately for these past few weeks, I've been working mentally on my mind, and there's a lot of changes going on in my head and everything, and there's a lot of changes, and I've been battling through with myself. But there's something I want to discuss that I need to get off my chest, and I've been trying to keep it in for myself for a while now because I'm the kind of man, the kind of guy who doesn't really like to express or show his feelings too much to anyone, especially to the world, because I like to keep things private. And I know I don't really have like a big, huge audience or anything, but since I'm still uploading this and this is still gonna be uploaded to the internet wide, worldwide, or anyone can see and stuff, I feel like it's something that's about time I discuss this, like this topic, and have it finally get off my chest. And it's been eating away at me for quite some time now. And one of the things that's been eating away at me is the generation that I'm in. This fucking Gen Z generation. I hate it. I hate my generation very much. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that I hate every single one in my generation. It's not all bad. It's really not. But there's some things that I really just get so disgusted at, and I just get so annoyed at time and time again with this shit. With kids like me that are in the late teens, mid 20s, and stuff. And it just really makes me think to myself on what the hell is going on with our world, what's changing, why is all of this shit happening and stuff. And the main reason why I'm not a big fan of my generation is how childish everyone is. I'm gonna be up in front with this. I feel like everyone around my peers is just very childish. They're very extremely what's the word? Entitlement. They're extremely self righteous. They're always in the sense of like me, that I want this, me, my, all over again. And it's like with everyone. It's like I don't know what happened if I fell into some parallel. I felt like I fell into some parallel universe at some point during my teen years. Well, everything is mainly the same except the slight change that everyone's just a huge dick, and I don't know what it is or why, and I get so tired of it because it's like everyone in my generation wants the same old, not the same old. They want like whenever they want something, they want to get it and they want it now, and that's fine in a sense. But it's like they have to be mean about it. They have to be gruff about it, though. And whenever you say no, it's like they get all upset and whine and cry or some shit. It's like, and I know things aren't like in the old ways, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm some old person or whatever, like, oh, you kids these days, I'm not trying to sound like that, but it's just what I keep turning into, and it's what I keep seeing from time and time again, and it's leaving me more isolated and isolation because I can't stand being in a herd of sheep per se that not only they're all practically the same, but they all act the same exactly in particular. And there's this sudden change in mood and things. Things are different, and it's fine in a sense to be different, but when you look closer at something, and you really try to look something deeper and have a better understanding on something, you start to see a bigger picture as to what that certain thing really means. And I look at my generation. I know I'm kind of going over myself, but like I look at my generation and I just see all of the trends, all of the entitlements, all of the toxicity, the fits of rage, the divide of this and that and everything, and it just boils me away. Not only that, but with how it's like no one in my age has any common sense anymore. It's like they don't think before they act. It's like they see something and they it's like they take action before they think on taking action. It's like they just jump right in. It's like they leap or hop over. It's like they're like magnets. It's like without processing something, they just go to it, and it just it really annoys me extremely because I just see it just annoys me so much. One of the main things really that one of the things that annoyed me extremely when I don't understand is that I don't know if this is all for girls that were on TikTok, but like there was this huge freaking trending thing of, yeah, I think it was mainly girls, probably some boys too, but who knows. But there was this huge trending of folks that were simping over Jeffrey Donovan or something, Jeffrey Donovan or whatever. I'm not too sure. He's a serial killer, and he like got recently sentenced to life in prison, I think, because of the victims that he made and that he did. And I'm gonna try and put this at lightly for YouTube turn service. If something does change, I'll just re-upload it or something and change it a bit to not make it so on the nose. But yeah, he did he did some nasty things to folks and everything, and how there was just like a bunch of, not just like a bunch, there's like a shit ton of just folks in my generation that like simp over serial killers now, at simp over him and stuff, and it just makes me shake my head. Like there's trending stuff that are like saying we should let him go, set him free, give him second chances and some shit. And while I do believe in second chances, I do believe in, you know, giving other folks another try in life. There's also a difference between when some folks just never change, no matter what you do, no matter how much you give them for them to start anew. Some of them just never change a bit whatsoever. And I feel like as much as I believe in freedom and as much as I believe in giving people a second chance for their wrongdoings, I do believe in justice and justified justice for whatever that may be. And no matter what circumstances, I would say, for folks that kill others and just do ugly things like that, to take someone's life like that, I would say absolutely no to. Not even just being an acquaintance with them at all, because that's bad enough. When I heard and looked over at this Jeffrey Donovan or whatever, and heard that he was a serial killer, pretty much a killer, that was a red flag immediately on its own for me. That was more than enough to put it off. But no, my generation, we gotta freaking set them free and shit. And I'm not like saying this is everyone. I'm not saying everybody does this shit, but the fact that there was like a lot, and I mean I'm talking like a lot of them that were even simp over this guy, it just makes me shake my head and just makes me feel like what are we turning into in society? What's the shift that we're turning into, to where we gotta simp hard over a freaking serial killer? This isn't like just, I don't think this is just like goth stuff or I'm into dark stuff or anything. No, this is like beyond that. This is a whole new level of freaking of some darkness that I don't get, nor do I even want to look at, and I don't understand any of this stuff. And I know I'm going over just one or two things here in this video, but I just overall feel like the more I look at my generation, the more I see the ridiculous dumb trends that have been happening, like Sleepy Chicken on another TikTok thing. TikTok is like the new freaking Google. It's like the new. I don't know how to put. I don't know how to put it. What the hell was popular before TikTok? I have no idea. But like, it's the new everything everywhere kind of shit. TikTok, and it's like with Sleepy Chicken. It just seems like the most gross thing ever. You know, it's like, and it's not all. I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm not saying everything is all doom and gloom in this video and everything, but you gotta look at the facts and you gotta face reality and stuff. You know, I can't just say it's not all black and white, and I can't just say it's all bad or it's all good and everything, but and I'm not trying to, and I can't just force positivity either on something that it's not really there. I can't just sit and say I can't do that for me because I like to favor the truth more than anything. I like to face facts more than anything. I like to know what's really going on, not just being deceived by what someone says or what someone gives me. I like to know for myself what the truth really is. And the truth is that my generation freaking sucks. It it really does. I don't know. I don't even know if am I just the only one. Am I the only one who's 23 who can see this shit? Is there any other folks out there that are in their early 20s, late teens that can see this idiocy and ironicness of our generation, or is it just me? Because at this point, I'm just turning more and more to, well, I just want to become a lone hermit. I just want to be like Luke Skywalker in Episode 8 of The Last Jedi. I really do. I know I know that may sound sad, and sure, I could get out there. I could go see and make some friends, but at this point, I really don't want to. I feel like I don't want to make friends. I don't want to be local. I don't want to be sociable. Not with this whole world we're slowly shifting and turning into, because what's the point in trying to find a place to belong in something if everyone's just a jerk to you, if you have to be so specific with things, if you have to throw something on. I mean, I don't even have TikTok, and I don't have TikTok not because I hate TikTok, but because I don't need it. I don't feel like I really will need any use of it. And I'm not, and I don't think, and even though, yeah, it's extremely cringy there, cringe doesn't equal bad. There's a lot of bad shit on TikTok, but that's just with every big platform you go. And that's with everywhere you go. But it's like, I just overall feel like there's more and more bad apples that are approaching in this world. And it's like everyone's just completely, utterly oblivious. You know, it's either there's a storm coming, and it's either people don't give a shit about the storm and they just want to do their own thing now while they still can, or they're just like, who cares? You know, let the storm come in. And I know I'm ranting and rambling along. I'm not sure if I'm making sense or anything, but I know I keep repeating myself. I tend to do that a lot in these videos. I tend to do that a lot with these topics, but yeah, overall, I hate my generation. I hate the toxicity. I hate the whining, the crying. And I'm not saying we all need to be man or anything. You know, be freaking that that meme guy. I can't I can't even remember specifically, but he's that shaved guy with the hair and everything that's black and white. He's all buffed and everything. He's like that. facade, manlyhood kind of type of guy that's like for real men or something nowadays. It starts with a G. I'm terrible with names and trends and stuff, but that's because I don't follow too much on things. I don't I don't really follow up on new things really anymore, and that's because it's overall making me feel more and more isolated. And I'm honestly better being alone than making friends. I know that may sound odd, but it's true. I'm an introvert. Things have always been better for me off alone. It's better for me that I can figure things out better if I figure something out on my own. And if this is the way the world's going, then screw it. I'll be a lone wolf. I have no problem at all being separated from the world because I'd rather be in my own happy place with my own mindset and everything than to be with folks that, even if they care about me, even if they love me or, really show affection to me, but have this toxic energy of hive and stuff, then I can't be up for it. I'm not gonna sacrifice things just for social needs and stuff because I don't need any of it. I don't need any of this ridiculous crap that my generation's throwing out there. So overall, I hope you folks enjoyed this video. I know it's just me rambling along. I know it's me going over, repeating the same stuff, and I'm sorry. I know I just repeat, I ramble along, and I go over and over again with my words and my meanings and stuff. But I just overall wanted to get this off my chest, and I just wanted to explain about why I hate my generation and why I'm just really disgusted with this new generation that's been coming in. I honestly wish I was a baby boomer or even a freaking millennial than Gen Z because I hate Gen Z. And even though, yeah, sure, things are better now in a sense, we're more open to things like LGBT and this and that, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. We are open, we all see more equal, but it's like at the same time, we're more divided in the sense. It's, I don't know how to put it, but it's like we're more accepting, but we're also more unaccepting in a sense, because we're so chopped up in like sections now, even though there's like more color now than other generations. It's like we're more toxic to even each other and of ourselves. It's like we can't just have red, blue, green, and da da da. It's like red and of itself it's fighting, and green and blue they fight in themselves now. But yeah, anyway, I don't want this video to be longer than it already is. I know I rambled again. I know I keep repeating, but anyway, that's all enough of that. I hope you folks still enjoyed this video. I hope you folks like it. Feel free to discuss anything if you want to talk about something in the comments, and I hope you folks still enjoyed this video. I do plan on uploading more eventually when the time comes. I just wanted to get this off my chest, and I just wanted to put it out there to the world on how I feel about this generation and how I feel of what's been going on and what's been really eating away at me and been making me feel more and more isolated the longer I look at it. So with all of that out of the way, I hope you folks enjoyed this video still. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe for more, and I'll see you folks sooner or later. See you, everyone.